a smaller box from Nike ID. These are the Goodfoot dunk lows. The outside of the heel is where we can brand it. And it's been a while since I've done a dunk. So we're on the good foot. Walking good, as Dee would say. I'd done 3 Air Force One camos, only one of the chromas so far. And that colorway doesn't really grab me. So I decided to play with the elephant and some different shoes. These dunk lows came out of it. I've got another Air Max 1 on the way from Marissa that I've done with multiple elephant. This is going back to some older ID roots for me. I did a 360 Air Max couple 3 years back. The Gene Simmons, the black, the silver, and the red, the long red tongue and the blood on stage, the large silver boots that looked like a demon, and the overall black outfits that Kiss used to wear. Now for this one, I chose the grayish elephant, the grayish black, and the black with metallic silver. Mixed it up a little bit. As you can see back here, we have silver, and then changing up a little bit. And then the reflective silver overall. It's not like a true 3M, it's more of a metallic. And rolled through with that. On the swoosh, we went with a red. And then, of course, on the heel, right there at the top, we went a little bit of the red elephant overall. Gum sole on the bottom with a black midsole. All in all, I'm very happy the way that these came out. A good mix for me. Just a quick little shoe I threw together just to do something different on the Nike ID. I like Nike ID overall, as most can tell. I see too many of the same shoes of the week, I call them Grail of the Week, coming out. And they only last for a minute. Everybody's got them, they're popular, a lot of people buy them, the hype beasts get out there and buy them just to be seen in them. And next week we're moving on to something else. Quite often I prefer to just make a Nike ID one of one. Our bespokes are one of ones. They'll always be around. And they'll always be different. So we don't have to always be seen in something else. Color block your own, put it together. And don't be afraid to jump out there and make your own style. Get on the good foot. I think here you can see a little bit more how that two-tone elephant works together. Coming off that heel with the black and the silver on the side rolling through the front, where we went to more of the gray and black. Pulling the whole thing together. Size 12.5, so I know it fits me perfectly. Red laces, of course. Many options for change, but I think overall the package comes together well. As always, you can find me here. This is the back of my new business card for goodshoes.com, also on Google+. And goodshoes.com is continuing to gain traction. That's where I'm selling some of my seconds and doubles and things that I just don't need anymore. Down to around 1,550 pairs of shoes or so. And looking to downsize over the next couple of years deep down to the 800 range and maybe beyond that even after. So you'll find many shoes that I'll post up to goodshoes.com with a Z. That's the best place to get me. Questions and inquiries, the best place is samcolt12@gmail.com. I just don't check all of the responses on the YouTubes and Twitters and Instagrams and everything else. So the best place to get me is at samcolt12@gmail.com. And for the shoes themselves, it pays to check goodshoes.com often. Every now and again I'll post up a free one, and whoever emails me and says, I see what you've got and I'd like to have it, that's the person that's going to get it. It'll be a shoe out of my collection. And then over time I may pick up a few more here and there. So they're within my size range for the most. But you never can tell if a friend has one they want me to move for them, or if I do a trade or find something I just can't live without for a special buy that I think people would like to have in their size. Time will tell. It's all starting to come together. I do appreciate everything that everybody's done to help me out and get the word out and keep telling their friends and those that have bought the shoes themselves. I've ordered my stickers yesterday, so soon the packs that are bought on goodshoes.com will have one of these business cards. The contact on the back, a button and a sticker, and anything else I decide to throw in there. Always shipped for free in the United States of America, and a small quantity for shipping will be added for those that I sell overseas, just because the post offices do not work for free, and they charge me a lot of money to ship overseas. I'm used to paying that when I get my shoes overseas, so I know what it's all about. All of that being said, 2 or 3 more Nike IDs ought to start rolling through here the next day or two. Hopefully next week or two, we shall see. This is the first one of the 4 that I had outstanding. The Nike Dunk Low Elephant and Metallic Silver Good Foot.